A hard ground and a soft ground on an etching plate is quite straightforward. First of all, you need to make sure that your plate has been properly degreased and excess moisture removed. You can use that using newsprint or a hairdryer. The plate needs to be sufficiently hot enough for the ground to melt. As you can see in this instance, the ground is rather sticking to the plate itself. So despite my best efforts of trying to get the ground onto the brayer, you can see that the ground is still rather tacky in its approach, and it's not really moving the ground around. In this instance, the ground was removed with white spirit and cleaned again and degreased. This time you can see that the ground is starting to melt much more easily onto the hotbed. You must make sure that you use the correct brayer for each procedure, so there is one brayer for a hard ground and one brayer for a soft ground. Again, what you can see as this is starting to be rolled out is that the ground is still not really moving across the plate, and it's simply a case of waiting long enough for the plate to get hot enough before you'll see that that ground is really evenly distributing itself across the plate. Once applied, you can take the plate off the hot plate, cleaning off your excess using some white spirit and a rag. Soft ground, in comparison, has a much lower melting point, and you can see that the brayer is rather skidding over the very wet surface. So when you put the soft ground on, you will first of all melt the ground on the plate, but then you take the plate off the heat. You're trying to arrive at a weak tea coloured plate, a thin application of soft ground. If you're not happy with the ground, it's very easy to remelt it and start again.